What's up, guys? Welcome back to the ranch. What are we doing today, ranchers? Well, just so happens my neighbor came by and he contacted the DEC for their annual tree program, and he got like 100 and something trees delivered. Started planting them, kind of ran out of steam, and he came by today. We were setting up the barbecue this afternoon, hanging out, just doing our hangout thing for the weekend, and he was like, "You want some trees?" And I was like, "Yeah, I want some trees." So he gave me trees, and this is how the DEC sells them. It's a bare root program, so you get the trees in bare root in wet gel-like dirt substance. This way they stay wet and you can get them in the ground as soon as possible. The faster you can get a bare root tree in the ground, the better it is for the tree. And what did he give me? He gave me some Burr Oaks. So I'm here, food plot way up in the background, in an area that's kind of centrally located in my property. Don't really hunt here, and I'm going to put the oaks right here in this section. If they grow and make acorns, which are great, it's going to take a few years, and deer don't necessarily eat acorns during that bow and gun season. They're already off the trees. But what I want is a centrally located spot where the deer will come and look for these acorns in a few years. That'll be great for me because it'll start moving them into the center of my property. This property doesn't have a lot of oaks on it, so I was very happy to get these trees from my neighbor, and they're going in the ground. All right, guys, so secret to any good planting video is to have the hole dug before you start the video. And I got my holes all dug here already. And what I did was I took the ground, dug the hole out, chopped up everything really good to make this all loose and very, very, very easy to work with, because that's what I want. And I got all the, grass and organic matter chopped up in here, so that'll just work as a decaying fertilizer. And what we're going to do is I'm going to throw a little root starter in here. This will help the tree, stimulate the roots to grow a bit and get the tree kick started. I usually just go with like a nice little handful or two in there, work it into the dirt, mix it all up like so. That's all in there now. I'll take one of these bare rooters, take the root, see it's nice and wet at the bottom. Hope that's coming out, but it's roots. The roots are wet and damp. Gonna make a little hole. You don't want to go too high up on this tree. You want the base of the tree to be right at that ground level. And then you're gonna backfill all this in with everything you took out. Tap it in. Get all that packed down pretty good. You don't have to, beat it too hard, but usually I'm good for a nice stomp on it like that. And then for my last step, I'm going to add a little bit of black mulch. Excuse me as I walk off camera to get my black mulch. Nice little black mulch, just to top dress it. Just keep the weeds away and hold a little moisture in here. And I'll do about 2 good chunks of mulch right at the top, which will also decay and work itself into to becoming soil anyway. All right, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more of these going in the ground into my holes here. And the last step will be, I'll come back and I'll pour full 5 gallons of water nice and slow in there to really get that soil packed in there and take the air pockets out of that soil and really wrap it around all those bare roots. Because bare root trees are really tough to get going because, as their name indicates, the roots are bare and they're not in soil already, so it's very easy for them to dry out and die. You got to make sure that these are really well watered in. All right, thanks for watching. All right, so you saw the tree go in. I said I was going to water it in. I have my spackle bucket here with water, And what you want to do is you just want to slowly saturate the tree. Slowly let all this soak in and take all the pockets of air and let that work its way into the soil. And that's going to really help water it in and put everything back against those bare roots. You want to do, you know, about a spackle bucket per little tree here. All right, here we go. Okay, ranchers, here's what the finished product looks like. We have the holes watered in, fertilized, mulched, and I even got a little yellow ribbon around the old oak trees here. This way I know which ones are which. If anyone ever came in here with a weed whacker, I would tell them, please do not cut my oak trees I planted. You can see as we go up, I got them. I know what you're saying, wow, those are planted really close together. Well, pretty much I'm expecting if I planted 3, one of these bare root trees is going to survive, which then makes up enough space for these to kind of fill in. And then we also have the deer that are going to eat a few of these down probably, so just taking that into account because I don't have enough cages to cage all these, and we'll let nature take its course from here. All right, and that's bare root tree planting. Thanks for watching.